And I think we are ready to go. How's it going, everyone? My name is Yan. Welcome to a stream that's a bit late today. I'm not gonna lie. I had a bit of an issue on the toilet, so I had to figure that out before I started the stream, obviously. But hey, how is everyone doing? Hello, Keegan. Hello, Osna. Hello, Kep. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's let everyone arrive. And just as everyone gets their popcorn before they get on the stream, I just want to check out this creation again, because Tiny Rockets honestly was a pretty good creation for early on in the game. You know, this was made in December. And I was like, okay, which coaster shall I choose for the welcome to the stream screen? And I thought that doing something with Tiny Rockets was very appropriate, because it's more the size of the things that I'm gonna do in Bellefleur in the next park. So this is great. Something about a Poseidon's kiss. No, not at all. Not at all. Let's just not discuss this, okay? Hey, Aerotech. Hey, Shane. Only here for a short time. That's fine, don't worry. I'm really happy that you just tune in. And today we are not going to check out Bellefleur. We're going to check out this save that I've made specifically for this stream. It's still very hot today. Like the days are getting warmer and warmer, and it's very weird. Okay, so this might be weird for you guys, but don't worry, there's a path here, so that guy is just not floating. It's just that today I had the idea when I uploaded the blueprints from 2 streams ago, which was the Sublime soda machine, and I was like, oh, I really like building sci-fi stuff, actually. What if I do more? And then the day after, I realized that for the 70th anniversary of Disneyland, um, Disney Plus had uploaded to a walkthrough of Galaxy's Edge and Rise of the Resistance, but this is not relevant. And so I watched both of those, and in Galaxy's Edge, they've got those Coca-Cola stands. Not really stands. They're more like speeders kind of things. And I was like, yes, I want to do this, but I want to do this as an ice cream shop, and so that's why the shop is a little bit floating here. Like, yeah, that's that's the other the other end of where we're not supposed to look at. But yeah, this is our field of stars, our star field, and we're gonna build with that Gelato Bros counter, because that's the idea. We don't want a box for a speeder, right? It's not gonna be a speeder per se. It's more gonna be like an ice cream truck of the cyberpunk future, if that makes any sense. So still flying car, right? But you know, more run down, more broken, kind of like what we've done in 2 streams ago with the Sublime Soda machine. Hey John, nice to see you. How did I make those stars? Really simple, actually. Those are a piece in the game that got in the game thanks to the sci-fi theme. We already had those in the original Planet Coaster, but now we have those in Planet Coaster 2 as well. Really excited for this as I struggle with this sort of stuff. No Cosmic Out, no, because I really want to do Well, technically, if this would have been Planet Coaster 1, this would have been a Cosmic Cow, but ice cream, right? Whereas now they've kind of merged the two together, and now we have the Gelato Bros. But I don't really want to keep those colors anyway. And if I ever do like a big sci-fi project, I'm just like projecting myself into the future, like way past. Not even the next park, but the park after that. Um, Cosmica would have her own area. Right? Yeah, a cow is female, right? So her own area. Hey, Breeze, nice to see you. So yeah, that's the plan for tonight. I think we should get started. Oh, it's a little bit bright actually. With can't I just do something like this, for example? Oh no, it's weird. It's so weird. It has this weird glow to the pieces. We'll keep it as is. It's fine. Oh, it's really bright though. Can I change that in the options actually? Display, no. Visual. Scale, no. Nope. Probably not. For scale, mode vibration, no. No, actually nothing. Okay, well, it is what it is. Hey, Wonky Builder, welcome to the stream. So, let's get started. I think the first thing we want to do is completely hide the... no, actually. First thing we want to do, I messed up, is plop down the Sublime Soda machine so I can get the colors from it that we used. That way we have a cohesive universe that we're starting to build slowly but surely, very slowly but surely. And another thing that I want to plop down, I really hope that this is not going to spoil anything, but hey, let's take the risk. Oh. No, this is not a spoiler. There it is. A classic thing to measure everything. So basically, the guest on the right is the one that's kind of the same size as the regular NPCs in the game, and then the one on the left is 2 meter and 5 centimeters, which is the legal legal size for doors, like minimum size for doors in France. And so that's something that's really handy, and I really like that. Really like using that. Anyway, so yes, now we have those figured out. Let's actually start building for real this time. For a counter, I think we should go with this darker thing. Wait, does it look too dark for you guys? Because I feel like it's quite dark, right? Hey, Wicked Wood Gaming. Trying to see see if the chat responds. I feel like we could, especially now that we have the lights. Well, to be fair, I'm gonna use spotlights, but hey, like, let's simulate the sun essentially. It's alright. I still want to have a little bit of because otherwise the colors are gonna feel off, right? There we go. That's a little bit better. It's gonna be weird to have those two spotlights above, but hey, yeah, that's more like it. Ooh. It's a little bit weird to zoom on a counter with nothing. It's been a while since I've um, actually built in the air. Last time was for the contest. Unfortunately, you know what happened with my contest submission. I really, really wish that I could have finished that one. Even though, you know, it wasn't necessarily evil, if that's something that makes sense in English. In the sense that we got Kim Tasselborg earlier thanks to that failure. So yeah, I feel like it's cool. It's fine. Oh, we're gonna have to hide those pink assets as well. It's gonna be really, really weird, but hey, it's totally fine. Hey Jovencito, hey Cam Cam, hey Powerzork, hey Marilyn, nice to see you. So I have exciting news, by the way, for you guys who are on the stream, and obviously it selects the counter, or that's gotta be annoying. I'm not gonna lie. There we go. So sorry about this. To be fair, I put myself in this situation. Anyway, I have really exciting news regarding the next Spark series. So I'm really, really close to finishing what I have to do for episode 1. And I think that so the series is not going to come out on this Sunday because I have to think about the. You know what? Let's move that. Actually, no. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's not gonna be ready this week because that would mean that I would have to do the video for tomorrow at 8 p.m. my time, which is just not doable at all. And I still have quite a lot to do, so I think there's a really, really good chance that the first episode comes out on not this Sunday, the next Sunday, essentially. The last Sunday of June, essentially. And something that I didn't realize is that next stream is going to be the Unlocked as well. So we're probably going to have some exciting news. I have a feeling, by the way, that they're going to shadow drop the next update. Because we still don't have a release date for it, which is a little weird. Usually we do have it. I know they were kind of on like they still had some ways to go until the update was ready when during the last Unlocked, which was on the 31st of May, probably. I don't know. Not good with times. Especially since I started doing YouTube full time, it's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Right, I want to keep that terminal because it looks quite sci-fi already. Anyway, let me catch up with the chat. Should make the light a warmer color so it feels more natural. Less than 2 weeks for update 6. Yes, I think so. When do you reckon you will be done with episode 1 of Bellflower? I've already said something about this. Hello, Blocky Games! Welcome to the stream. See you, Shane. Thank you for stopping by. Wonky Builder, you've been really impatient with Bellflower. Just be patient. It's fine. It's coming. And I won't answer any questions about Bellflower. I've said what I had to say. You guys know that it's coming next week. And this will be it for now. Because every time you guys ask such questions, it's very how can I say that? It's very overwhelming, if that makes any sense. Ugh, I don't like this. Well, it's fine. Won't see the difference. Hey, Lightning. Hey, Miss. I need the triangle. There it is. Something a little bit lighter, like dark gray. A little bit lighter, like dark gray. It's kind of an oxymoron. Ah, yes, I see the issue. And much like the last sci-fi build, this one is also being winged. Winged as... I can't say that word. Yeah, already we have something quite sci-fi looking. Shall we make a screen? Can we make a screen like really, really small? Like a tiny 1 meter screen, perhaps? Ooh, I like this. Yeah, that kind of works. Kind of. What do I think about colored rocks? I'm so excited to use the colored rocks in Bellefleur. It's gonna be amazing. Like I have really, really nice ideas that I really want to share with you guys, but I can't yet. I haven't used them yet. I'm still doing the entrance area, let's call it like that. And I'm really close to being done, and then I'll shall I say that to you guys? Yeah, let's just say it. Anyway, it's only a few hundred people that watch those streams, and so that's a little bit of an exclusive for you guys. But I plan to release the map as a starter map because I feel like it's a really unique scenario for those of you who are channel supporters. Please don't say anything because you know what the scenario is. But the scenario is so unique that I feel like you guys will enjoy it as a starter map, essentially. So I after I'm done with the entrance area, I still have to do that. But then my version of the park will not be the starter map, if that makes sense. Entering hyperspace. Portrait. Does that work? How's that look? I like this. Let's just mute the audio. I feel like we could do something like a way to... Oh, actually, we could do that on this end as well. Yeah, let's reverse that if we can. Sorry, let me... Hey Orlaber, welcome to the stream. What sort of scale is the park? It's huge compared to Camtasso Park. Problem is, I'm still on console, but, and I don't know if you were there during the last streams, John, but the thing that I plan to do with Bellefleur is do what I can on console and then pick it back up once it will literally be the first park that I work on once I get the PC. So it's gonna be a hybrid park, but I'm still building it with a PC mind state. You know, I'm not stopping myself from doing very detailed things, and that's what I'm really excited to show you guys. How did I even come up with that screen? Honestly, it's just the thing that I did in the Chief Beef for Kimtasso Park. It's you know those order what even do you call those in English? We call them bornes in French, but essentially that's where you can order your things on the screen, right? And that was my idea. All right, guys, we need a name actually. Like for now, I'll say name. There we go. Evil Empire, obviously. But I need a name for an ice cream mega corporation type thing that is giving like evil sugar to little kids, which is a weird thing to say, but bear with me. Okay, so name. Let's just not focus too. Oh, I really want to. Let's hide that while we're here. Hey, John G, nice to see you, man. Finally, we can see unrestricted yen. Yes, I'm so excited to show you guys what I'm really capable of. Like Kimtasso Park, as you know, was very, very scaled back for because of the console, and I was really sad about that. But it is what it is. You know, I'm on console still. But now that I know that I will be able to pick the park back up with Bellefleur, it's gonna be so exciting to continue it on the PC. And also, well, that means the scale of the park is already like so big. It's really, really nice. I really cannot wait to show you guys. I think the entrance, what I've built for the entrance area is lengthwise already way bigger than Kimtasso Park, which is saying a lot. All right, let's put one of this here. Yeah, but I can't. Okay, let's do something else. Ice cream. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Let's continue brainstorming the ideas. Yeah, something with cryo. Something with cryo is not a bad idea. Cryo gelato. Let's get rid of the gelato. Gelato feels very Italian. I want something like that doesn't belong to a country. It belongs to a mega corporation that wants to sell sugar and fat to your children, and it's evil. Gutters, maybe. Perhaps the gutters. Something like this, for example. I know what we can do. We can hide what we have here with the gutters. If they're small enough. Let's use this one, the end cap. You can do wonders with the end cap. Yeah, something like that, for example. Ah, but it's a little too big. Too short, big. Well, it's diagonal, so it's a little bit annoying. Cryo Kiddo, yeah, that's so flippin' weird. Cryo Freeze is nice. Scoopatron is nice. Hey Fog, it's totally nice. Totally fine if you're lurking, man. A lot of people do that during the streams. Although if you could help with a name for an evil ice cream corporation, I wouldn't mind because your mind is a genius one. Let's do something like this. One more. Like this. Yeah. Not bad. This shape makes me think of the screen mount. So let's try to use that. It might be a two-parter, by the way, guys, this stream, because it's going to be a bigger build than this what was even the name? The Sublime Machine. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the shape is kind of the same, but also not. Does that hide everything? Dun, dun, dun. Da, 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 da. Oh no. Well, nothing scaling configs. Yeah, something like this. Nice. Very nice. Cryo cream. Cryobite, that's not bad. Hey Mineral, nice to see you, man. Smiler, best ride. Oh, we're not gonna be friends, Fog. We're not gonna be friends. Nah, my ride at Alton Towers. By the way, for context, Fog is probably or has been today at Alton Towers, and my personal favorite is obviously Nemesis Reborn. Right. And can I reuse that piece perhaps to hide the little box? Oh, you're back home now, okay. Oh, those things are not aligned. Oh, I hate that. I hate when things are not perfect. Something a little bigger. Yeah, exactly like this. All right. Maybe this one can be a little darker. Yes, perfect. We can still see the pink. I don't want to see the pink. Let's make it slightly bigger. Bring it back in. Okay. Oh, you can still see a little bit of it. So annoying. So annoying. I'm in a weird mode today. Saying weird stuff. Okay, this side is fine. It's this side that's not. We good? We are! Yay! ICE giant. The Germans are gonna have a are gonna have nightmares about that because ICE is the I'm not even sure if it's a company, but it's like a train brand in Germany, and it's always late. Frostbite Industries, I like that. I'm gonna write that down just because I want to use it, but just not for the screen. I want to put that on the side of the vehicle. This is great. Frostbite, not night bite. Thank you. Industries. Oh, I can't. Let's shorten it to Frostbite Inc. then, because otherwise I can't fit it on one single thing. It's just a train, right? Yeah, okay. My bad. See you, Aerotech. Nice to see you for a little bit. Cryo Delight, not bad, not bad. Cryo Delight is not bad. Cryo something. Wait, why was I in a... Oh, I added that to the... Okay. There we are. Let's keep cryo. Cryo something. Neurocone Corp isn't a bad name. A little bit long. Frostbite Industries, I like that though. Definitely like that. Let's go sci-fi. I want to put that piece. Where is it? Is it this one? No. I had the exact same problem last stream. Well, 2 weeks ago, not last stream. Is it that thing? No. Am I blind? I feel blind. You know those, well, hold on. I could just rip them off, that thing. What are those called? No, it's definitely not a wall decal. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of that. Hazard strip 2. So where is it? Oh, this is so dumb. They're literally the same name and at the same place, but it's not the same piece. Actually, let's keep the basic color here, just in case. Cryobotics, not a bad name, I just don't think it fits for ice creams. Now, cryobiotics, on the other hand, is not a bad name. What do you guys think about that? Cryo cones, not bad. What do you guys think about cryobiotics? It's kind of got that pharmaceutical quality to it. Well, I don't know if it's a quality for ice cream. Yeah, I like this piece. It's nice. Cryo. Biotics? Question mark? I really like that backstory mineral. Yeah, I'm really into that. Hey Ice! Well, speaking of cryo, welcome Ice! We should have named the shop Ice Rails. I want to make it that color as well. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. I like this. With the color, it really looks like something from a pharmaceutical company. And of course I can't select it without going inside the shop. There. Oh, I swear. There we are. Oh, it's still from... Okay, my bad. There we go, and ungroup scenery. I feel like I'm a little fresher this stream. There we go. Let's put it in silver. And looks a little bit too happy. Let's keep it black. Do you guys want to know the idea I've had for a potential park with all those builds, those sci-fi builds that I do? That I'm doing right now, at least. Because there's a reason I'm making a flying vehicle today. Oh, that's a little bit too happy. Like the white and the mint blue doesn't work very well. No worries. No worries, Ice. Like, it's a real pleasure to stream every single time. Especially when I make those, like, not my main projects, side projects, essentially. Yeah. That's an easier way to call them, right? I feel like I should get... Oh, that's big. Didn't remember that was this big. But I feel like we can use that at some point. So let's keep it in the back right here. You know, like some sort of I don't know, support for a sort of roof, I guess. But yeah, anyway, the reason why I'm making all those sci-fi builds, well, to be fair, I didn't have that idea until I posted that one on the workshop. But how cool would it be if I made a space cruise ship, essentially? You know, like a big water park, but in space. That would be inside a spaceship. That's was the main idea, at least. last week, 2 weeks ago. Sorry. Again, my concept of time is so weird these days. Don't forget the aquatic pieces for sure. Fifth Element style, kind of, yes, kind of. Although mine would be, you know, kind of a low cost. What the hell? Low cost. Sorry, um, a low cost space cruise essentially, where you only see the planets from afar. You know what I mean? It goes all around the solar system, and it just like does nothing much. Like you don't stop at the planets or anything. It's just like, yep, you've seen it. Let's move on. Because they want the the guests to. What am I trying to spell out? Oh yeah, mm, actually no. Sorry, waste of time. I know. Yes, the aquatic pieces. Thank you, miss. Not a bad call, especially for what I want to do. But yeah, they want the guests to spend as much money as possible, even though they've already paid like really like big money to actually get on the cruise. And that could be a fun idea, especially because I've actually never done some like fantasy high concept idea like that. It's usually more Fog's thing, right? Yeah, I like that. That is spooky. Love the idea. Can drop you a map later that might help. Yeah, for sure. No worries. If you're worried about forgetting that, you can just send me that right now and I'll check it out after the stream. Don't worry. What am I doing? Yes. I'm trying to align those things according to the little bolts that are on the piece. Those things. Do I have my... No, I don't. Where's that light coming from? Is it from outside? No, not really. Oh, it's the shop light, obviously. Are those gonna be short enough for the sides? If not, that is fine. Actually, yes, let's just not plan the sides. Let's just continue planning the counter first. Because I feel like the sides will be, you know, the end. I'm literally showing you with my hand. This is like bad YouTuber stuff, but the end and the beginning of the speeder. Well, I'm calling it a speeder, but you know, it's more like a flying car thing. Flying van. Flying ice cream van. That's what I'm trying to do, essentially. We'll need a fridge as well. I'm trying to find something that would go around this thing. Or we just use this again. Yes, of course it's not going to select correctly. Otherwise, where's the fun? Any sign now? No. Yay. So granted, it's a little bit big. Yes, I'm not exactly as fresh as I thought I was. It's fine. It's just the warmth these days. It's so warm that when I'm spending my days working on Belflaw, I'm in complete darkness because otherwise I'm literally like where the sun hits and it's so warm, but it's fine. I'll survive. First world problem, right? There we go. That hides that little pink tone. Is there any reason you chose for your channel to be English and not French? Well, first of all, I had um, that affinity that it's affinity. Is affinity a word in English actually? Which is so stupid with what I'm about to say. But chemistry kind of with English, like I've always really liked English as a youth. And not that I'm really old these days, to be fair, but like I started learning English extremely young. Like I was 8, I think. That's a motorbike. That's fine. I hope you guys didn't hear that. And I once I got to, I'm not sure what you guys call school, like English term for schools. I'm really bad at that. But I'm just gonna tell you guys, basically, when you're 10, you go to the next level of school, right? Or 10 or 11, whatever. I don't know, it was so long ago. But the point is, when I got to that level, I thought that people sucked in English, and I I realized that if I didn't take matters into my own hands, I would like lag behind and not really do what I would like to do with English. So I started learning on my own from, I don't know, YouTube videos, online stuff in general, movies as well is a nice way to learn. And and yeah, all that to say, the reason why I chose English over French is that English is better to hit a wider audience, right? And even if it's a little bit sad every single time I post a video that my family cannot understand most of what I say, it's still better to try and reach a lot of people. And to be fair, that's what I say now, but originally it was more about the community that I was in, which was Iron Maddie's Discord server. It was an English community, right? An English-speaking community, at least. And that guy was English as well. But all that to say, that's why I chose English more. At first, it was to share things, and then I realized it was a good call when I decided to make a business out of it, to reach more people, essentially. So that's the story. And I suppose there definitely is a niche in France for what I do. It's just not as developed as the English community is. Thank you, Alpha Mikey, for the clarification. Yes, affinity and mineral as well. Yeah, it should definitely not be hot this late in the evening. Not all days though. Like when I'm on a holiday, they can. They can. Who's they? The sun? I don't know. Uh, what piece would be nice here? Because I need something that's thinner. Pole? No, that is way too big, isn't it? Yes. I know there's a piece that can get like very, very thin. Post? Is that the thing that you guys recommended I use the other day? Signpost? There's a guy called Tommy, you think, plays this sort of stuff in French. I forget his name. Met him at a few events over the years. Not sure at all, honestly. I'm not really familiar with everyone. I'm just really familiar with the I don't want to say the main ones, but like the how can I put this without it being like so pedantic? There it is. This is Finn. That should work. Yes, exactly what I needed. I don't want to say the main people who do Planet Coaster in France, but you know, those that are really dedicated to making Planet Coaster content, essentially. Like Alban 12, uh, Banafe as well is another one. Oh, I really like those. Yeah, this is nice. Really glad I found those pieces. And there's First Drop as well, who did the the first park tour for Camtasso Park in French, obviously. Lavalande, yes. This is not someone that I follow, but I know them. There's another one that's on Bro Nation that I discovered thanks to Bro Nation, actually. Shiftsy? Is that Shiftsy? Dude, the internet went out for like 10 minutes. What did I miss? Not much, honestly, not much. Just, you know, chatting about French Planet Coaster YouTuber. And something that's interesting with First Drop is that he's also, and mainly, in fact, a real life parks guy initially, and then of course Planet Coaster 2 came out, and he went back to the game and started doing like big videos on this. And it's really nice. I really like his content. He's a pretty nice guy as well. In general, though, when you're part of the Planet Coaster community, it's really hard to find real arseholes. Oh, am I allowed to say that on YouTube? It's fine. It's my stream. I do whatever I want. But you know what I mean. Like it's really rare. They do exist. I can tell you guys they do exist. But yeah, it's really rare to find people that are not good people, essentially, or aren't passionate at the very least. Who's the guy with the park called Chrono something? Chrono something? Might be Shiftsy? I'm not sure. Or is it Chronopolis? Chronopolis would be First Drop, I think. Do I watch Nerdchacho? No, I do not. No. It's too realism based for my taste. Although it's pretty ironic that I say that, because the next series is really based on realism and stuff. Maybe I should start watching him again. I used to watch him when I first started. Oh, we need a support here. When I first started interacting with the Planet Coaster community back in 2022, because he was on in Maddie's videos a lot back then, and then I don't know. I think I met Corvus, and I stopped watching Nerd Chat Show. Everyone's talking about French YouTubers now. That's nice, though. That's nice. And it's really nice that you guys, as not necessarily English, French-speaking people, I know some of you are, including Boris, for example. Um, but it's really nice that you guys take the time to go check out what other nationalities do. Okay, I need to hide that Gelato Bros thing now. The cylinder is going to be quite big though, isn't it? Yeah, quite huge in fact. Not the right piece. What if I use a support? Or flange? Let's try that. Yeah, Checho, I think I've stopped watching him. Not because I didn't enjoy really what he was doing. It's more the pace of his videos that felt a bit not like what I want to watch, you know? Especially like I started when I started doing um, Planet Coaster more regularly when I started um, the YouTube channel about 3 years ago now. In 2 months, it's going to be 3 years ago. Well, the Planet Coaster YouTube channel at the very least. The channel did exist since 2012, I think. But the point is, I think the pacing of the videos are a little bit fast, or at least they were, like when I used to watch him a little bit. I don't know if it's still like that anymore. Ah, that's a bummer. Hmm. I know. Hopefully it can get like really, really small though. Yes, it can. Perfect. that is a that is a great metaphor, John Z. I really like this one. Yeah, and I see you guys talking about regularity as well. To be fair, I'm not someone that's really regular with content, but that's because I really like to have um, to make sure that everything is done and curated before I upload anything, right? I'm too much of a control freak to ever rush anything. And the things that I have rushed in the past, I've hated, and I still hate to this day. Yeah, that's good. See, no Gelato Bros anymore. I really like this. And that thing now. Hmm. Can I get this small enough to... Oh, I love this game. So... like that was genuine. It's when I see that I can do things like that that I always think to myself that this game is fantastic. Like genuinely. I don't even know if it's a bug or if it's intended, but we at first we weren't able to scale down those things. Look at this! It's so tiny that I'm gonna struggle selecting everything. Okay. Let's do it the dumb way. And 3. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna be so mad if they take away the new minimum scaling, especially with basic shapes. Like basic shapes, being able to scale that low is really really cool. Okay. Just want to cover that little pink bit. There we are. Look at this. Not a hint of Gelato Bros anymore. I wish sorry. I wish those things were a different color, but it's fine. Yeah, I really like this. The console multi-select is so useless if you want to quickly check piece count for a blueprint or something. I don't know. It has its uses, to be fair. Right, let's save, because I haven't saved since the beginning of the stream. There we go. Now our progress is saved. Let's start the side of this sci-fi ice cream truck thing that the sci-fi cryobiotics thing. No, not this. There. Oh, I like that piece. It's not bad. Hello, can you go? Somewhat low. It's not bad. Ah, I see. So it's going to need to be a little bigger. There we go. Not quite. Let's put it here. Down there. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I like this. Just to make sure. Sorry if I cough a little bit during the stream. It's just because I'm a little bit dry with the heat outside. In fact, let me take a sip of water. I've seen someone mention liquid nitrogen ice cream, and I really like that idea. Especially in a world where ice cream, where milk doesn't exist anymore. Liquid nitrogen, cryobiotics. Starring Dusty Simper. Hey, 10 pilots. I often feel like it's cheating when when One Piece just feeds like that and does all the work for you, but it's perfect. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Sometimes you just don't have to look far, do you? It's great. Less is more in general. I'm sure we can repurpose. That's a weird word to say as a Frenchman. Those cables to make something like a fridge, because we're gonna need a fridge, right? Let's see. Okay, now I need a flange. Whoops. It's a really nice change of pace to, and that's weird because in itself, the going from Camtasso Park to Bellflower was a really nice change of pace as well, because those are like two drastically different projects in the sense that Camtasso Park is more fantasy theming, right? It's nothing grounded in reality, and it's also with the Planko branding in general. Whereas Bellflower is like extremely rooted in reality. And oh, I like that. Hello. And now that I don't have another project that is really more into you know, the fantasy aspect of building and planning coaster, you know, the build your dream park tagline. I think that was a tagline at some point for the game. I feel like it's a nice balance to have those dual builds with streams, because it's kind of that what I said a little while ago. It's a palette cleanser, right? Why am I searching for the piece? It's right there. I swear. Why do something the easy way when you just have it when you can just make it complicated. Because we're gonna need a floor for this guy. One of those cryo tubes to act as storage. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I like the idea of cryo tubes. Like that's a really nice idea. But I I really want to make sure that the pistons for what is going to be our roof and the fridge thingy, the perhaps cryotube are going to be different things. You know, like right now you can see that they're the same piece, but I just want to use the cable. I don't want to use those tubes. So I'm gonna have to hide that somehow. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Like we always do. Especially together. That's what's fun as well, when you build on stream. Or yeah, that works. It's always just being able to, you know, bounce back and forth with the ideas that I have and what you guys have. See you, Blocky Games. You make a sauce machine with loads of sci-fi sauce names. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's an appropriate thing for my ice cream shop today, but that's a good idea. I like that. Misty ice cream table. I like the idea of having the effects. Like sci-fi really works well with effects. Something like a small amount of mist, perhaps. That's not a small amount. Okay. Anything with the water? Boiling steam? Nah. That's gonna be a bit hard to do then. Sauce on ice cream is a thing in France. Totally not. No, never heard of it. Actually, that would be lying. I think I've heard of it, but only in America? Question mark? I'm not sure. It's like a really old memory of mine from when I was a kid, the first time I went to Walt Disney World. And I seem to remember my dad asking me, "Do you want sauce on your ice cream?" And I was like, "What is wrong with you? Are you gonna put ketchup on my ice cream? What is wrong with you?" So what's that? Cherry sauce, right? Oh, we just don't call it sauce. Okay. How do we call that? Oh, we call that a nappage, which is a nicer name, by the way. Love friends. So that's what it is. Okay. Well, sauce is a disgusting name for it. But yeah, a nappage. A nappage. A nappage. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing ASMR now. An nappage I can roll with Because sauce like really makes me think like putting something salty on an ice cream, and it makes me retch a little bit. Like I threw up in my mouth when I was saying that. Obviously not. That was a joke. That was a YouTuber thing. Oh my god. Okay, I have an idea. Mm, you. Hello. That's the perfect color as well. I love this. I love this. Dark gray. Maybe let's just keep it the color that it has. Oh, every single time. Perfect. And now scale that down, put it on its side. Oh yeah, Chad, I'm cooking. I am cooking some ice cream. What is that accent? Sometimes you should tell me when I'm cringe because I'm cringing myself. Is there a French version of Flake 99? I don't even know what that is. I've just realized that those things aren't aligned. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Fine. It's fine. I keep thinking that those two are different pieces, but they're really not. Okay, let's realign that. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Why aren't those pieces centered? There we are. Okay. Okay, there we are. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, right? It's a British staple, an ice cream with a chocolate flake, which before inflation costed 99 pence. Okay. Pretty cool. Some lore from the Brits here. Oh, and this is gonna be our fridge. It has to be. Oh, it doesn't fit. Why are you too big? You're such a cool looking piece. I just remembered that Miss told me to remember the aquatic pieces, which I definitely should take into account for sure. Just trying to hide this. Perfect. Just a little bigger. Like so. Maybe a little less. Adjust it slightly. There we go. It's already the right color, right? Yeah, it is. Perfect. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. Hey, Broccoli, nice to see you, man. We miss you when you're not on the stream. Everyone was like, where's Broccoli? Where's Broccoli? Here he is. That's a lie, by the way. Nobody was like that. But my mind was. That's perfect to hide the counter. It's always a way to brighten up the stream, right? Having Broccoli around. Boom, 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 boom. How am I gonna do the bottom of this? First of all, yeah, this has a nice texture that really looks like, you know, the bottom of a diner or something like that. If that makes any sense, like those chrome-looking things at the bottom of a diner. It's kind of what this makes me think of, but obviously you like sci-fi, right? I'm just gonna have to adjust that because I realized that this was not lined up, and you know how much of a perfectionist I am. Must be a psychological thing. OCD or something. I don't know. Not really. OCD is like a very specific thing, and I'm not like OCD'd, if that makes any sense. It's more along the lines of, if I know I screwed up, I cannot forgive myself. You know what I mean? Like, there's no excuse. Even laziness is not an excuse. There we are. That's better. Oh my god, while I was waffling, Broccoli donated, well, not donated, gifted 5 memberships. That's so nice. Well, that's as good a time as any to introduce you guys to a new concept. Tonight's supporters. Essentially, this is the way where the way for us to keep track of who donated what. Fortunately, I already have the presets for Broccoli. There we go. By the way, Broccoli has the longest name out of all channel supporters. Did you know that? Now you do. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. And voila. That way we'll remember that for the entire stream and we'll be able to thank you again at the end of the stream. No way a preset, you are insane. It's just that the way the keyboard works is if you've typed a name before or a word or whatever, it will have that memorized for you, and you just have to select it. And since I think I've written that, I want to say twice, but I don't know where the first time would be. But definitely for Camtasso Park with the channel supporter thing. But there might be another thing that I did that I don't remember. Anyway, what do you guys think so far? I feel like we're doing okay. Hey Tinky Cat, welcome to the stream. Yeah, if you're on iOS, for example, that might be why it only shows donations. I don't think iOS devices allow YouTube memberships. What's that piece? That's a cool piece. I mean, to be fair, between donations and gifted subs, the only difference is the amount you pay, I suppose. And oh, those could be, yeah, those could be our fridges, but I said that those would be fridges. What should I do? But yeah, the only difference is that people benefit from the memberships, essentially. Whereas the donations only benefit me. So that's why people are more inclined to gift memberships in streams. Thanks, Marilyn. Thanks for saying this looks good. I'm, again, winging it. In fact, let's change the colors of our friend Dusty. There we go. Yeah. That's a Cryobiotics employee right there. Look at him, ready to sell bad ice cream to your children. Thank you, Broccoli. Thank you again for the 5 gifted subs, and see you around, man. Probably on the server. Sorry for the weird zoom on Dusty's face here. Wasn't Dusty the name of the plane in Planes, the Cars spin-off? I think it was. Look, he knows. He definitely knows. He knows what he's doing. To be fair, when you work for a company, sorry, that is called Cryobiotics, you definitely know what you're doing. And you're probably a menace to society. Oh, something that I really wanted to have is a... Where is it? Where is it? That was actually the first idea. Yeah, there it is! Yay! I want this guy. I want this little guy. Where's that thing? There it is. Perfect. Because something that's really nice with the speeders in Galaxy's Edge, the Coca-Cola Speeders, is that they're driven by an astromech. And so I thought that would be the perfect opportunity to use that guy. Or, what if I remove these and have, like, handles, like they're already... Yeah, I think I'll do that. Whoops. Oh. Ah, I don't want to go into workshop. This is another thing that I really cannot wait once I get on PC, like, not stumbling around like I'm doing right now. Probably, if you're actually watching what I'm doing, this is probably the most painful out of everything that I do. Arms are the ones doing the... I'm not sure what you're saying here, Fog. Can you rephrase that for me, please? And this trick, by the way, guys, is probably one you can use for, I don't know, kitchen stuff or whatever. Anytime you have a drawer, a cupboard, this is a perfect piece for a handle. There we go. Actually, that doesn't make much sense, does it? Hold on. Oh, this is a weird... this is a weird angle. We're gonna go down there, though. We have to. Yes, I'm 7 years old. This is the kind of thing that makes me laugh. Sorry. If you're on this channel and watching this stream, I suppose that you're aware that I'm like that. So... The repair droid arms and other robotic arms are reaching into the fridges, etc. Sure. It would be too big though, right? We still have to keep it somewhat like small, like a vehicle, like a speeder essentially. So I feel like it's already pre-made, you know, it comes from factory and it's just kept in nitrogen or something and sold to children to basically kill them slowly until, well, as they age. Which is a weird thing to say, but it is. It is what like bad food does to you, kids. See you, John. Thank you so much for stopping by. What we can use for the fridges, though, is the aquatic pieces, and more specifically, the aquatic boxes. Where are they? There they are. Probably this one? No. That one? Yes? What was that? Yes? Let's make it as small as possible. What the hell? It's... What is wrong with the sci-fi pieces? This one, I used to remember... yes, of course, this is good English, yeah. Good job, good job. I remember that it used to do the same on Planet Coaster 1. Like, the sci-fi pieces, or at least some pieces, are not centered properly. Now they somewhat are? No, still not. Now should be good. Yeah, that's better. Hey Ape, welcome to the stream. Yeah, like those would be... Should we have like a caution... Do we have a caution sign? I don't think we do. It's fine though. I can make my own. Oop, that's not what I wanted to check out. No, I don't think we do. I think I know the pieces enough by now to know that we don't. It's fine, I'll do it myself. Just want something saying like caution liquid nitrogen. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that liquid nitrogen can burn you, right? If it's cold enough? I'm no scientist. I've only did like artful studies in my life, but I seem to know at least that this is that. English, Yanlish. Yeah, Yanlish would be somewhere between French and English. What would be interesting? We call it the franglais. It's taking French, so that's français, and English, anglais, and you put them together, and it becomes the franglais. And a lot of people, especially the young people, well, young people to be fair, it was like years ago by now, so we're not really that young anymore. Uh, but yeah, a lot of people do talk like both in English and French. And I feel like, it's kind of mixed these days. Like all languages are like that. I know that German is quite like that as well. Maybe a small yellow triangle. That is very smart, Staple. I like that. Yes, I'll definitely use that. Thank you. And we could put an exclamation mark as well. Okay, maybe a little lower. There we go. Copy it over. Dun, dun, dun. That's what they use to burn stuff on your skin. Ah! I wish I didn't see that message. But you're right, yes. Sorry. In fact, that's probably a sign for me to take a sip. See ya, Fog. Nice to have you around, man. Anytime. Why did I place that? It's already 11%. Let's put it at 12 then. Lower this. And try it with that color. Yeah, it's not bad. I expected worse. Is it even? It's not, no. Okay. There it is. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's group that. Go back to the signs. So is this just for fun build? Kind of, yes. At first, the first sci-fi build that I did, which is downstairs here, just because I can copy the colors thanks to it. This was definitely a fun build for a workshop challenge by Frontier a couple weeks ago. And once I posted that on the workshop, I was like, maybe I would like to do more sci-fi stuff because I really enjoyed myself during this stream. And so that's why we're back at it again, essentially. I really wanted to do something like that. And the more sci-fi stuff I do, the more inclined I am to try something sci-fi in the future. So we'll see where that takes us, obviously. It's like nothing's set in stone. I'm just, having fun and everything. But it definitely is a possibility in the future. So we'll see where the future takes us. Right now, my big, oh, I like that. This looks really good. Thank you for suggesting the triangle staple. Thank you so much. But yeah, so far I'm obviously focused on the next spark. Like that's my priority right now. Oh, this looks so good. And so simple as well. There we go. Copy it over. And I really like that it's kind of 3D as well. It's really, really nice. That was a great idea. Alright, let's save that. But yeah, all that to say, there's a probability that I may turn this into a bigger project in the future. For now, it's definitely just fun builds that may serve me in a future project, essentially. Right, I'm pretty sure that we're kind of done with this area so that the guy can sell his ice cream. Oh no, actually, we need this thing to... well, you know what? Let's use a triangle as well. Let's just make sure we're centered first. Thank you. Maybe not a triangle, actually. A little bit confused as to how this would work, but we're gonna make it work. It's fine. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. I think I'm trying to, you know, when it's in speeder moving mode, I'm trying to have something block that area to make sure that nothing goes away when it's moving at high speeds. But I feel like this is kind of too much. And it wouldn't even make sense, to be fair. Yeah, no, let's not do this. Let's do just some sort of canopy over this thing. Glass with a frame, not a bad shout. Still want to try the triangle thing. Oops, not what I meant to do. Yeah, something like that perhaps, with a darker frame. this. Yeah, this. And let's go back to the sci-fi pieces, because I think with something with the fiber glass looking pieces. Here's one that was really interesting to me, this one. That could work, yeah. It's not a bad idea. Hey, 69%, nice. I'm a flippin' child. It's not bad. And it's menacing as well. You know, kind of pointing towards you, towards the customer. Like, I want your money. I'm an evil, greedy corporation. Ooh. Yeah, it somewhat works. Just want to make this a little darker. There we go. So I felt like it didn't match with the color of that piece over here. And let's put some flanges as well. I feel like we need some flanges. Just have to watch out for the tall guests. There might be a lawsuit. It's fine, it's the future. They don't have the money for a lawsuit. And the evil corporation knows that. Besides, it's only for show. You're right, though. I think I might do it a little smaller after I put those. Bit too much. Better. Yeah, it's better. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Or we make it square. That's another possibility. Not square, rectangular, sorry. And obviously that's not the right place. Ah. figure it out. It's fine. Brady! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. And see you, Mineral. Nice to have had you for a little bit of the stream. For 2 hours, actually, of the stream. It's quite a long time. Yeah, the ice cream company has the necessary legal team for sure. It's like Cyberpunk all over again, right? It's like the corpos and everything. It's like Arasaka and everything. Yeah, I feel like that's a better option actually. I'll add you in a second to that. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. So that is Brady, and I also have you, which is great. There we go. Voila. Perfect. Still looks kind of off, though. Hold on. I'm gonna have a bathroom break real quick, just to make sure I do things correctly. Because I have an idea, but I need to figure it out in my mind. So I'll be there in a second, alright? There we go. Yeah, toilet break indeed, Osna, and welcome back. I'm so sorry. You arrived right when I went to the toilet. Right, so the thing I wanted to do is make it an even thinner uh, window and have it curved slightly. Oh, that's big. That is really big. Didn't even realize it was this big. Which is what she said. Dun, 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 dun. Slightly curved like this. Maybe even more so. Let's see. Like that? Maybe it needs some sort of frame though. It's fine. What do you guys think of the build so far? I feel like it's one of the weirdest things I've ever done in Planet Coaster, but also I'm kind of into it. Like, sci-fi really is a theme that I should have explored earlier, but I never did. Looks great, thank you, Brace. Hey, what's that? How are you incredibly good at building? You are so precise. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that. To be fair, I think it also comes with experience. I definitely wasn't that, like, minute. Is that a word in English? Let me Google check that. I think it is a word. Minute. No, that's not what I wanted to. No, that definitely isn't what I wanted to say. Probably because about a billion hours on the game. Yeah, for sure. I think at this point, if I were to add everything together, I would find that I have like over 6,000 hours on with all the Planet games combined. In fact, no, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I think I stopped Planet Coaster 1 at around 4,400, which is like already like crazy. But then there's also Planet Zoo, which is at 200, which is not a lot, but to be fair, on console we didn't have a lot of time to enjoy Planet Zoo until Planet Coaster 2 got announced. And of course, Planet Coaster 2 right now is at around 1,650, I want to say. Not entirely sure. I could check, but it would break the stream. Actually, I can check on my phone, I think. Hold on. Let me check. No, I can't because it's... Hold on. If I do this... Yeah, 1,681 at the moment. And counting, obviously. But I'm loving this game. I've loved it since day one. Like, I've never shied away from saying it. But like with every day that passes, and the more I do on the game, I definitely love it more and more. Gonna be a weird angle, but does it do a... No, it doesn't go through the glass. It's good. Good, 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 good. Perfect. And that's what I like with those side builds as well. I can go as detailed as I want to be. Thank you, Marilyn. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sci-fi stuff. Probably. No idea if it makes sense or whatever. It's a shame the player count is so low, but I definitely think it will rise one day. Yeah, yeah. We don't have player counts on PlayStation and Xbox, to be fair. Not that I think that they would be much higher, but I think it would help. And to be fair, player counts don't really matter. It's kind of the hype that matters at this point. Ooh, that's not good. And I feel like the hype train is starting to leave the station again. After it crashed drastically at launch. Yeah, something like that is not bad at all. I think it will rise when they do a big new content update DLC. A free weekend could be good, yes. I remember when I think it was the first year when I started playing Planet Coaster console. They also released it on the PlayStation Plus monthly games, which really helped boost the player counts and hype around the game. I remember there was a sudden boost. Okay. Not ideal. what if I select all of those? Will that make it like completely flat? Yes, it. It is what it is. Or to be fair, we could just leave it as is. Yeah, it's not that bad. Works kind of well. We can have the name of the shop here, Cryobiotics. Something that I'll try to do is add broccoli and Brady to the build somehow as Easter eggs. How many pieces is that? Oh, that's definitely not supposed to be the full count. 142. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thanks, Tinky and Coaster Freak. What am I doing? Sorry about that. It's actually must be really annoying to hear someone cough in your ears every so often. If so, I'm really, really sorry. Alright, makes it all glitchy. No. No, 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 no. I don't want this. So stupid, but it is what it is. There we go. Should be better. Cryobiotics. It's a little close. Not close enough, actually? Yeah, probably not close enough. There we are. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I didn't expect it to be a pharmaceutical company, but it is what it is. Really like the liquid nitrogen fridges, or I don't know, ice cream makers. Whatever your mind thinks it is, that's what it is. Those details are amazing. Yeah, I really like the warning sign. That was an idea by Staple earlier in the stream. Also have frostbite to feature somewhere. Bold? Bold italic? Too clean, too clean. Rancho? Oh, definitely not Rancho. No. No. Definitely not. Rebuy? No. Draconian? No. Let's go with this. Or let's just use Evil Empire. I don't know, it doesn't fit quite well. Now let's put back Frostbite where it belongs. Why, I really looked at all the fonts, didn't I? How did you do that warning site? Is that an in-game piece? It's two triangles. One is a 10% triangle. The other one is a 12, I think. And an exclamation mark. Simple as that. Oops. It's hard to navigate though. Not gonna lie. I need to figure out the bottom as well. No, why do I use my keyboard? It's stupid. Sci-fi. Probably something with those pieces. Yes! Yes, I like this. It's very spaceshipy. Oh, you're not dumb, Coaster Freak. I could easily, sorry, be fooled by that trick as well, so don't worry. I can relate. Yeah, something like this. I think that once the new series will get going, I will start making some, oh no, not this, some streams on it as well. Just a thought. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, to be honest. It's not about, you know, me not wanting to spoil you guys or anything. It's more like I will probably have a few weeks in advance when it comes out, or at least a week for sure. I really like that piece, but I don't think I will be able to use it, so sorry, bye. Or What if I put it on its side? I feel like doing park streams, like main series streams, um, would be something easier once I get that PC. In the sense that those are going to be longer projects. Oh, I like this. I think it's really nice. I think I might even lower it. Yes. Whereas I feel like Bellefleur is going to be something a little more, or at least at first, like Camtasso Park. It's not going to be the same format though. Yeah, okay. Now we have the shell, or the body more like. I think it works well. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Things you could be able to do on PC would actually be insane with custom media and no file size limit. Custom media is only a thought, to be honest. Like, it's just an experiment. I want to see if it works. I know that it could work somehow with what we have in the game already, on console, obviously. But what I'm mostly interested in is having no cap on what I can do. And that's, as I said earlier in the stream, that is very much how the philosophy I approach the next part with. And it's been really interesting to kind of be emancipated from that piece limit, which honestly has been the bane of my existence for so long. Hey Renard, welcome to the stream. So yeah, if there's one thing that I'm most excited by, it's definitely this, especially after having a little bit of a taste of it, both with that kind of build and also what I'm doing on the new park. So excited! Like I cannot wait till you guys see what I've been doing. I'm not sure that I've seen something like that at all. Hey Dejui, hey MB, welcome to the stream, guys. Thought I'd check in real quick. Didn't know you had an entire scenery piece ready. Yeah, I've done only the body of the. So just to catch up, to make you guys catch up with what I've been doing. I'm doing a floating counter shop, which is inspired by the speeders in Galaxy's Edge, the Coca-Cola Speeders, and yeah, so that's essentially what we're doing, and it's an ice cream truck of the future, which is owned by an evil corporation called Cryobiotics. So that's the idea. And the problem is, I'm kind of in a corner right now. Like, I don't know how to continue the speeder. I'm gonna try to search for more reference pictures from Galaxy's Edge. So I'm gonna type Galaxy's Edge, Coca-Cola Speeder. Hopefully I get the results I need. Just want to see the look of it. Yeah, it's quite square actually. I didn't expect it to be this square. Obviously, like, I've seen it before, but you know what I mean. So maybe we can get away with something a little more square, but I still would like to. So that is massive. That is massive too. What is that though? I like that. I like the shape of that piece. Yeah, it's not bad for one of the extremities of the build. I'm gonna keep that in mind. There's also the little astromech right here. Looks amazing thus far. I'd really like to do something inspired by Galaxy's Edge for a project sometime in the future. Yeah, me too. Well, not Galaxy's Edge per se, but those two builds have inspired a something kind of along the lines of Galactic Star Cruiser, but not really as well. It's kind of like this low cost space cruise of the future. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I feel like I could do something like that as a water park with also rooms everywhere and whatever. I feel like there's a potential for that. We'll see though. Like nothing is set in stone, and especially because now my main project is definitely Belflor. Or maybe the only thing I need is extend those. It's already a 65. Hey Gert, welcome to the stream. Oh, a sci-fi water park would be really cool. Are there any examples of that IRL? No, not at all. At least I don't think so. Not to my knowledge. But that would be not something realistic in the sense that it would be this cruise of the future that takes you around the stars essentially, and that's why I'm taking some liberties with floating vehicles today. Let's get rid of this. Like basically I really want to do something like a space cruise, right? But we'll see. Again, it's not set in stone whatsoever. It's just ideas that I have and want to explore. And if those sci-fi builds will be of use anywhere, it will be in this project if it ever sees the light of day. Oops. I didn't realize we had those little holes. Oh, I know exactly what we can use to fill that gap. Ta-da! We'll use the pharmaceutical color as well. In fact, can I change the color of that thing right here? Like the little square, no, not square, rectangular reactor window looking thing. I feel like I can. I'll have to check that out in a second. Okay. This color really reminds me of something that is buried deep inside my psyche, but I cannot figure this out. I have no idea what it is. Yes, so I can. Perfect. Why did I not multi-select this entire thing? I'm so stupid. It's fine. It's totally fine. There we go. So now, put that little guy a little further and close this? Question mark. Not really active tonight, I'm sorry. It's fine, don't worry. It's fine. The chat has been a little quiet anyway, so you haven't missed much. I feel like that's the issue when you don't have a big release like Contessa Park. Like, not a lot of people are interested in watching whatever you're doing. It's fine though. The main thing is all about having fun. And I'm definitely having fun right now. Like, those sci-fi builds are so much fun, so I really don't mind if people are just quiet and everything. I see, I'm the one to be supposed to be giving you a show, so, you know. I should do all the talking. We're mostly listening to your beautiful voice. Yeah, that looks good. I think I'm gonna get rid of that little guy. I don't know. He's not that useful. Nah, maybe I'll keep him around. I don't know. Yes, I heard that Frontier updated the Steam database for the horror tag. Honestly, this could mean anything. I am not sure what it could mean. Hopefully, it means what you guys think it means, which is the horror DLC coming back. But you know, I'm not one to really get my hopes up, so it'd be nice. Not gonna be that guy saying like, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah." No, it would be nice. It's probably one of the... Well, to be fair, the DLC themes are really, really important for great builds. The one I really miss right now for realism stuff in the next park is definitely the studio pack. But yeah, I would definitely love to see the spooky theme come back at some point. All the DLC themes from the original game. Oh no. Oh no, it picks through. No. No, 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 no. Dang it. Dang it. It's fine. I can just fix it by doing this. Maybe not. No, it's fine. Perfect. Let's just make sure that the feet are aligned. Yes, they are. Reminds me of the transport truck in Andor. I don't remember the one, but it's definitely inspired by Star Wars. It's inspired by the Coca-Cola stands in Galaxy's Edge, which are those speeders with astromechs at the front, and that's kind of what I want to reproduce here. The same feel, but with an ice cream truck, you know, of the future. I feel like I could extend this a little bit. Oh, it's so tricky. I did not exactly make this easy for myself. There we go. Imagine horror DLC with the spooky pack as a free update. My money has always been on them continuing the free updates with, you know, just continuing everything until the end of the year. I feel like if they start putting out like real big DLC stuff, I feel like it's gonna be more towards 2026. Because right now there's exactly enough time to put out every single DLC from the first game. If they wanted to, obviously. Like one every month. And I could see that happening, like, genuinely I could. Especially if they're still into the big redemption arc. I can see them doing that. As a PR move, like that would be insane. And that would get the player base to come back, essentially. Would be cool to see him as an assistant worker at the shop. I don't know about an assistant because everything is already made. You know, it's just like, yeah, you want ice cream, there you go, there it is. You know, because it's already done at the factory of cryobiotics, and then they just sell it. But as the driver of that, I don't know, speeder thing, yeah, I could definitely see that for sure. Hey Mariska, thank you so much. Hey Real Life Coaster, sorry I missed you. Welcome to the stream, guys. Nice to see you all. Just gonna get rid of this because I'm gonna do a new one. Ah. Okay. One thing's for sure, well, for sure, it's not for sure actually, but I definitely feel like they're going to shadow drop the new update during the Frontier Unlocked. Do you think the mascots of one will come back? I don't think so, no. Part of me wishes that they would bring them back, but I don't see them doing that, to be fair. I don't have any rational reason, but I don't know, I don't see them doing that. It's odd, I know. Right, let's dive back into the aquatic pieces a little bit. Was already the planned zoo update and the new DLC dropping as the same day as the unlocked. Ah, Well, I could still see them do that. You know, kind of their one more thing. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Not in Frontier's mind either. I used to be. They used to tell me stuff, but not anymore, no. Would this work? I'm trying to do blinkers now. Yeah, this would work. I think Yen may be the best Planko streamer when it comes to that relaxing chill vibe. Yeah, I don't even force it. It's just the vibe of the streams that I do somehow. It's like that every single time, so I guess I must be doing something right. I really regret changing those lights though. Like something lighter, like, I don't know, reactors or something. Make them better. Yeah, yeah, definitely. We also need something over here. Welcome back, Aerotech. Feel like I know what piece could be good on those sides here. That thing. And to be fair, it's just not only me, it's also the music. Plus, I kind of don't want to make a really energetic. Like, it's weird to say, but energetic isn't really who I am. Like, I'm a really laid back person in general. Or at least I like to think so. So I think that that must be why the streams are so chill. If that makes sense. Yeah, and I think you like the color green. Why'd you say that? I'm not sure I get the reference. Green is vibrant, calm, and welcoming. Are you referring to my logo? If so, yeah, that's kind of the point. I don't really get why you're talking about my logo, if I'm totally honest. Oh, that's huge. Why do I want to use this? Oh, ew. Ew, ew, ew. Small? What do you define small, Frontier? Define small. This is not small. At all. There's even larger version. What the hell? I really like the shape of this. I think I might replace the... Yeah. Hold on. Idea. What if this goes at the back and the cockpit thing goes at the front? Doesn't change much, but I think it'll look better. What will my next park be? It's gonna be this one. It's called Bellefleur. It doesn't have a theme yet. Well, it's not really. I don't really want to say much. To be fair, it's gonna come out next week. This much I can tell you. I'm not gonna have enough time to make it work for this week. Just because I still have a few things to do before I can upload the episode and make the episode. But it will definitely be ready for next week, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I really don't want to say too much about whatever I'm going to be, well, whatever I'm doing at the moment right now. But I think you guys are going to be pretty excited. Because it's really... Oh. It's really me not holding back anymore, not pulling my punches. And that's really exciting. The green color in the sci-fi builds. This is more of a bluish, like minty blue, right? Toothpaste blue, actually. And also kind of... Yeah, I get the green. Yeah, I can see how you can tell this is green. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, my bad. Alright, so those... I'm just gonna copy. So I have those just in case I need to have blinkers on the cockpit. What now? That's green. Yeah, for sure. I have really... Like, I have a weird relationship with that sort of color. Because, you know, it's kind of this mix of blue and green. So I never know whether it's blue or green in my mind, and it's weird. And to me, it should be called a whole other color, because this is like a whole genre of color. If that makes any... What am I even saying? So stupid. Oh, those as well? Yeah, that way the motor will be at the back and everything. It'll be nice. It's Farm a firm color, yeah. That's exactly what I wanted it to be, so I'm glad you think that. I mean, it's literally called cryobiotics, like, it's so pharmaceutical. Yen, are you tired? Yes. Yes, I am. Every time I do a stream on the evening, I'm definitely tired. Like, that's definitely a given that I'm always tired when I stream. Because that's the end of the day. Doesn't mean that I don't like streaming. Quite the contrary. I feel I feel like it's I feel like you guys. I feel like it's relaxing, right? Yeah, to be fair, I might stop the stream soon. Honestly, I'm really tired. Maybe just on the sides. Yes, definitely. I'm just gonna make sure that those are deactivated, because I don't want them emitting any light. Ah, that's gonna be a bit hard to reach those again. Not that hard. I feel like this could be like the door to access this space. If that makes any sense. Yeah, and then this could close. Oh, okay, everything is starting to come together. Don't make any jokes, guys, please. Ah, doing stupid stuff. It's fine, it's fine. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, no. Uh, That time I forgot. For some reason, you're on the other side of the world. Yeah. I suppose You're American then if you say that, Marilyn? John did multiply. There's now a sequel to John. What the hell am I saying? I really need to get to sleep soon, but I really want to finish as much as I can. This? Oh, that's big. No, it's too simple. This? Yeah. Yeah, I have an idea with that. Let's try that out. No, too bright. There we go. Okay. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. Do I have the filter on? No, I don't. Okay. There we go. Okay. Not too bad. Let's bring that forward a little bit. What if I do the thing I used to do? Yeah, I think I could do that. Hold on. Like it's slightly curved. It's subtle that you might not even notice. But it's definitely there. I made that for Heliopolis, the contest submission that never was. What are you guys saying in my chat? Behave, okay? I needed to get all the way down, so let's do it like that then. Yeah. It's not too bad. What kind of pieces did I have on there? We could have something like this. But I really cannot be arsed to do the spinning thing again. Wait, hold on. I just want to copy it. I think if that's alright with you guys, I might just copy that and finish the project off stream. If you guys don't mind. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm not gonna copy that, it's fine. Yeah, it's definitely sorry. I'm so tired that I cannot even talk to oh, there you go. I cannot. I cannot indeed. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here for tonight. Um, I still want to do more with this, so we'll see. For example, I've just seen something that I could have done differently. Like this, for example, which is definitely better. But yeah, it's been a lovely stream again. Honestly, love those Wednesday streams. I'm really glad that I do those weekly now. Really missed those for a little while. Yeah, that looks better. But I will still have to figure things out with this build because it still needs a lot more love. Maybe I'll do the next stream on that. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah. I don't know. I really like this build. It still needs a lot of work. Like the vehicle looks a little bit odd, right? It needs more things. So I think there's enough work for me to do a second stream on it, right, guys? Like, what do you guys think? Yes, Mariska says yes. Alright then, if Mariska says yes, then yeah. We're gonna do another stream on this project then. But yeah, that's kind of it for tonight then. And before I leave you guys, obviously, let's thank tonight's supporters again. So, Broccoli and Brady Mike Isaac. Thank you guys so much for gifting 10 memberships for tonight. This is leading us to 135 people that are a channel supporter now, one way or the other, obviously. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you very, very much. And I'll see you next Wednesday for the next stream, right after the Unlocked, which will be really interesting. I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. And obviously, stay tuned next week for the first episode of Bellefleur, and that's going to be really exciting, so you will not want to miss that. But anyway, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. That was a burp. I'm sorry. I hope that didn't come through. But yeah, thank you guys so much. See you in the next one.